Hi everyone, I am Tejushree from MPM Government First Grade College, Karkala. I am going to explain you about interest rate options. Introduction. An interest rate option is a financial derivative that allows the holder to benefit from changes in interest rates. Investors can speculate on the direction of interest rates with interest rate options. It is similar to an equity option and can be either a put or a call. Interest rate options are option contracts on the rate of bonds like US Treasury securities. Interest rate option is a specific financial derivative contract whose value is based on interest rates. Its value is tied to an underlying interest rate such as the yield on 10-year treasury notes. As with equity option, an interest rate option has a premium attached to it or a cost to enter into the contract. A call option gives the holder the right but not the obligation to benefit from rising interest rates. The investor holding call option earns a profit if at the expiry of the option interest rates have risen and are trading at rate that's higher than the strike price and high enough to cover off the premium paid to enter the contract. Conversely, an interest rate put gives the holder the right but not the obligation to benefit from falling interest rates. If interest rates fall lower than the strike price and low enough to cover the premium paid, the option is profitable or in the money. Interest rate options allow businesses to protect themselves against adverse interest rate movements while allowing them to benefit from favorable movements. They are also known as interest rate guarantees. Options are like insurance policies. You pay a premium to take out the protection. This is non returnable whether or not you make use of the protection. If interest rates move in an unfavorable direction, you can call on the insurance. If interest rates move favorable, you ignore the insurance. Options are taken on interest rate future contract and they give the holder the right but not the obligation either to buy the futures or sell the futures at an agreed price at an agreed date. Next is using options when borrowing. When using options, the borrower takes out an option to sell future contract at today's price or another's agreed price. Let's say that price is 95. An option to sell is known as a put option. Think about putting something up for sale. A put option is an option which gives the bearer the right but not the obligation to profit from a decrease in interest rate. If interest rates rise, the future contract price will fall, let's say to 93. Therefore, the borrower will buy at 93 and will then choose to exercise the option by exercising their right to sell at 95. The gain on the option is used to offset the extra interest that has to be paid. If interest rates fall, the future contract's price will rise, let's say to 97. Clearly, the borrower would not buy at 97, then exercise the option to sell at 95. So the option is allowed to lapse and the businesses will simply benefit from the lower interest rate. Next is using options when depositing. When using options, the investor takes out an option to buy future contract at today's price or another agreed price. Let's say that price is 95. An option to buy is known as a call option. A call option means an option which gives the bearer the right but not the obligation to benefit of a rise in the interest rates. If interest rates fall, the future contract price will rise, let's say to 97. The investor would therefore sell at 97, then exercise the option to buy at 95. The gain on the options is used to offset the lower interest rates that has been earned. If interest rates rise, the future contract price will fall, let's say to 93. Clearly, the investor would not sell futures at 93 and exercise the option by insisting on their right to sell at 95. The option is allowed to lapse and the investor enjoys extra income from the higher interest rate. Options therefore give borrowers and lenders a way of guaranteeing minimum income or maximum cost bills, leaving the door open to the possibility of higher income or lower costs. These heads I win, tails you lose benefits have to be paid for and a non-returnable premium has to be paid up front to acquire the options. Next is example of an interest rate option. If an investor wants to speculate on rising interest rates, they could buy a call option on the 30-year treasury with a strike price $60 and an expiration date of August 31st. The premium for the call option is $1.50 per contract. In the options market, the $1.50 is multiplied by 100 so that the cost for one contract would be $150 and two call option contracts would cost $300. The premium is important because the investor must make enough money to cover the premium. If yields rise by August 31st and the option is worth $68 at expiry, the investor would earn the difference of $8 or $800 based on the multiplier of 10. If the investor had originally bought one contract, the net profit would be $650 or $800 minus the $150 premium paid to enter into the call option. Conversely, if yields were lower on August 31st and the call option was now worth $55, the option would expire worthless and the investor would lose the $150 premium paid for the one contract. For an option that expires worthless, it is said to be out of the money. In other words, its value would be zero and the buyer of the option loses the entire premium paid. As with other options, the holder does not have to wait until expiration to close the position. The holder needs to do is sell the option back in the open market. For an option seller, closing the position before expiration requires the purchase of an equivalent option with the same strike and expiration. However, there can be a gain or loss on unwinding the transaction, which is the difference between the premium originally paid for the option and the premium received from the unwinding contract. Next is limitation of interest rate options. Since interest rate options are European based options, they can't be exercised early like American style options. However, the contract can be unwound by entering into an offsetting contract, but that's not the same as exercising the option. Interest rate options have European style exercise provisions, which means the holder can only exercise their options at expiration. A European options contract that limits execution to its expiration date. The key difference between American and European options relates to when the option can be exercised. A European option may be exercised only at the expiration date of the option, that is, at a single predefined point in time. And an American option, on the other hand, may be exercised at any time before the expiration date. Next is, investor must have sound grasp of the bond market when investing in interest rate options. Treasury and bond yields have a fixed rate attached to them, and treasury yields move inversely to bond prices. Next is, as yields rise, bond prices fall because existing bond holders sell their previously purchased bonds since their bonds have a lower paying yields than the current market. In other words, in a rising rate market, existing bond holders don't want to hold their lower yielding bonds to maturity. Instead, they sell their bonds and wait to buy higher yielding bonds in the future. As a result, when rates rise, bond prices fall because of a sell off in the bond market. Thank you.